and welcome to Cooking Classic. I'm Kathy Kozlet, and we are in the Kowalski Auditorium and Media Center on the campus of Luzerne County Community College in Nanticoke, Pennsylvania. Our guest chef today is Kate Gabriel.
Hello.
Hi, Kate. And you probably all know Kate very well from her own TV show, Cooking with Kate, and that is taped at the Rustic Kitchen at the Mohican Sun at Pocono Downs.
Correct.
And Kate has a really interesting recipe for us today. It's really different. I think you're going to like it. It's called Dakini chicken.
Dakini chicken, yes.
Now, when I saw the recipe and I saw all these spices, I thought, I don't know, is this something I want to try?
It is actually. Dakini chicken is one of the heart-healthy recipes that when I do cooking lessons that I teach. Flavor comes in many different fashions. Fat is flavor, but that's what we want to try to avoid. So. What we've done is we've incorporated a lot of spices, and one of them is called a garam masala spice blend, and it's an Indian in origin, overseas. And basically what we want to do is show you how to do it yourself.
Okay.
Spice blends are very easy to do.
Right. Now, Kate kind of likened this to me, or for me, as sauce, right? In different parts of Italy. Like, everybody has their own way of doing it, but everybody has it, and it's sort of a stock thing.
Right. In India, they have their own garam masala spice blends, and they can have more cumin in it, they could have more cayenne, they can have less cinnamon, all kinds of stuff. So it's based on their region, what their family likes, that whole situation. So
can you make a lot of this and then save it, sort of like freezing that sauce?
This is one of the best recipes to freeze. The sauce not so much, but the chicken when it's done freezes very well. So you can use this dish as an entree, an appetizer, in a pita sandwich. It travels very, very well.
Okay.
So what I'd like to do is just go over the ingredients that we have a little bit. We have some yogurt, which is going to be the base. So yogurt is very healthy. There's no fat in there at all. We have chicken, which has its own natural fat inherently. We have some garlic, some ginger. We've got some cilantro. This is some ground cumin and some an orange juice, like citrus blend. So we've got lime, lemon, and orange juice in this little bit here.
That sounds good.
And this is turmeric. Very heart healthy. You hear a lot of people talk about antioxidant properties, that sort of stuff. This is the finished garam masala spice blend. We've got some bay leaves and we've got some cardamom seeds, and this is some cumin seeds. So I wanted to kind of just show you what the cumin seeds look like. And what we're going to do is we're going to toast them first and foremost before we do anything.
Why seeds instead of something that's already ground?
Well, that's the thing. When you have seeds or fresh, seeds such as this, what we like to do is heat them on the stove, and I'm going to show you very quickly. In just a minute. There's essential oils in each seed, and when you grind them yourself, you're going to get that much more potent, product out of it. So we're going to toast the seeds, and you're going to see how quickly this happens. Now, the recipe that I have has larger quantities, so you can actually make a lot of it and keep it stored in your cupboard in the dark, out of the light, away from the heat. And there's many places on the internet, many places in the grocery store to get the cumin seeds. So research it yourself, but the fresher the better. Everything has a shelf life. Oils go rancid after a while. So your spices, every 6 months or so, take some herbs and spices out of your cupboard and give them a crush, give them a smell. If they don't smell like they're supposed to, then
get rid of them.
Get rid of them and get new.
All right, let's take a break right now. Kate is toasting the cumin seeds, and when we come back, we're going to move on a little bit further on this Dakini chicken. Stay with us. We're at Cooking Classic. With us on Cooking Classic, I'm Kathy Coslett, and this is Chef Kate Gabriel. We are making dakini chicken. So far, the cumin seeds have been roasted.
And toasted.
Roasted, toasted. And now we're on to cardamom.
Yep, so same thing. So, the garam masala blend, of course, again, northern India, southern Asian cuisines, that sort of stuff, and regional. So if your family has a different blend than, someone else over there, it's completely fine. It's just a generic term for it. So next up what we have is we have the cardamom seeds that we have toasted. And again, what happens is the heat brings out the essential oils in the seeds or whatever you're toasting, and that's important. We're also going to add in some bay leaves. Again, the measurements for this recipe are on the internet.
And now this is just one of those little coffee grinders,
yes,
isn't it? So that's great.
This poor thing has traveled with me so far and wide, but it really has held up very well. Coffee grinders, if you have a separate one for spices, that's advisable so you don't cross the flavor profiles. So we're going to zap this together. Hang out.
Easy. That's
easy,
nice. That's what we're looking for. Easy, right? Always in a
yeah.
hurry. But this is nice too because you can get all of your spices together, so you're not overwhelmed by trying to get all of these together at the same time you're going to actually make the chicken.
Yeah, so you can do the garam masala blend some other time if you're have something you want to do it. But again,
that's amazing.
It really good. And you just add that into your garam masala spice blend. So we're going to add this in. And just get this mixed in with everything else. And this is your spice blend. But from this, we're going to go ahead and incorporate that into the marinade for the chicken.
All right.
So are you ready for that?
I guess we are.
All right, perfect. Okay.
So we're finished with this, correct?
Yep. Just pop that right back there.
Yeah.
What we have is just some regular chicken breasts. These are just tenderloins that I've gathered. Tenderloins travel, in my opinion, much better. They're smaller. You can do a whole chicken breast if you want, but these are nice and small. So this is what the marinade's going to go on to at the next spot. So in here we have a little cayenne. We have a little bit of yogurt, regular plain yogurt if you want. Okay. We're going to add in our citruses, and that is our oranges, our lemons, and our limes.
Yeah, that's really a great mix. That sounds wonderful.
A lot of antioxidants. Antioxidants are what scavenge, all the free radicals in your body that that can turn your cells into enemies, basically. We have a little bit of turmeric, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah, that's a tough one, isn't it?
Everyone has their own way of pronouncing it. We have a little bit of more cumin, ground cumin. We have some garlic. We have a little bit of ginger. And I want to show you a little trick with some ginger while this is marinating in just a second. So we're also going to add in a nice big healthy pinch of cilantro.
Now ginger is supposed to be really good for your stomach, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we have some really good stuff going on in
this
recipe.
This is all
great.
healthy, good stuff. So you see the marinade is nice and bright and yellow, and that's from the garam masala spice blend and the turmeric, and all kinds of good things. Now I'm going to add in our chicken. And you can do as many as you want or as little as you want.
Now, if you're going to do chicken breasts instead of tenderloins, should you slice them thinner? You don't want those great big hearty breasts.
Yeah. Because you want this to sit for at least an hour, maybe a couple good hours. And we're going to let that sit for just a minute because the flavors are the acid from the citrus is going to bring in the flavors of all the spices and the spice blends and all that good stuff.
So now would you cover that too?
Yeah, you can pop that. You can cover it. Pop that right into the the refrigerator and do your thing. So we're just going to pop this right over here for a moment.
Now, would you recommend just a couple hours, or if somebody did that, could they leave it in overnight, or the longer you leave it in?
Well, the problem is with the acids, with the citrus. The citrus starts to cook the chicken, so you want to be very careful. So maybe like 30 minutes, an hour. Okay. But those flavors will really develop very well. So a little trick with ginger. If you take a spoon and you scrape it, and it just scrapes, and this works much better if it's frozen. If you stick it in the freezer, and that's how you get the skin off. Like some people will use a potato peeler. This is honestly the fast and quickest way that I have found you know, really to get the skin off. And you
That's
can see
interesting. Yeah,
so-
thanks for sharing that tip with
just
us.
a little easy tip. And they have ginger graters out there, which are ceramic. So again, best if it's frozen, and then you can grate as much as you want
So
off.
how long could you keep this ginger frozen? You know, because I look at this and I think, wow, that's a pretty large piece of ginger for as often as I would use it. If I buy that, can I just pop that in the freezer?
What I would do is I would chop it into pieces,
Okay.
and then wrap it very, very well. Saran wrap it in the tin foil, and then put it into like a little reclosable Ziploc freezer bag. That way you've got that layer of insulation.
All
You know,
right.
because you don't want freezer burn by any stretch.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to our chicken. We're gonna pretend that we are, you know, an hour later. Kitchen magic.
Okay.
And just put you under here.
All right.
And we're gonna just get our stove, and we're just gonna pan fry this.
All right. Well, while Kate's getting that ready, why don't we take a break so when we come back, you can see the chicken actually cooking, and we'll show you the end product, okay? Because this is great. Stay with us. Cooking Classic. I'm Kathy Kozlet. This is Chef Kate Gabriel, and Kate is about to cook her zucchini chicken.
Yep.
Why don't give them a little overview of what we've got going on
Okay.
here.
So earlier on, we created the garam masala blend. We toasted some spices, we ground them up, and then we incorporated them in our marinade, which is what we have right here. So the base of the marinade is yogurt, a little citrus, lemon, limes, oranges, a little cayenne in there, some cilantro, and some chicken. And some turmeric and some more cumin in here.
And it smells wonderful, I have to tell you. It really is. I'm looking forward to this.
And this is
great.
one of those recipes that I teach for heart health, because there isn't any fat in here except for the chicken fat that inherently is in it, and a little oil in the pan so we don't.
What kind of oil did you use, by the way?
This is just regular vegetable, you know, canola. You know, you can use whatever.
Matter.
No, whatever floats your boat. Don't use obviously extra virgin olive oil. You don't want to use that because it's too expensive.
Okay.
You know, to waste on that. So we have a little oil in the pan. There we get them back up. But this works very well on the grill. I would grill this more so than pan fry it, but you can certainly pan fry it and then pop it in the oven if you want. However, you know, whatever floats your boat. But it's very healthy, and again, it travels from entree, it travels to a pita sandwich. You can, you know, make it into an hors d'oeuvre, your kebab, the whole shebang.
That's really neat that you can pita sandwich it, entree it. What would you serve with it as an entree?
I would do rice, grilled vegetables. Quinoa obviously is very, very healthy.
Right.
You know, like some of, you know, grains, they have the kashi pilafs out there.
What is quinoa, by the way?
Quinoa is an ancient grain from South America, and it has all the amino acids in there to make a complete protein. So when you pair that with this, you're getting, you know, 7-8 more grams of protein. The vegetables, obviously, you want to, you know, it's just a very good, healthy meal. And even if you have a pita pocket, you could put the quinoa on the bottom of that and then put your.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So
that's
I
really
mean,
a good
you
idea.
know, food is fun. So grilling, I like grilling better. Pan frying is also suitable. You know, you can pop it in the oven and bake it, and then you're good to go.
Do you spray your grill before you put chicken and stuff on it? And
I
when
do.
What do you use? And when do you do it? Do you put it on as the grill is heating?
I put it on prior to, and what a lot of people forget is when they are grilling, the chicken or whatever has to caramelize. I've ripped chicken off the grill many times myself. Like if you're hungry and you want to get it done. The chicken's going to tell you when it's time to turn because it's going to caramelize on the outside and release on its own.
Okay.
So people go ahead and rip, and then part of the chicken, poor chicken's left on the grill.
Right.
So let the chicken sit, let it do its thing. Give it a little test pull, and then once it's caramelized on the outside, it'll be easy to flip over and do the other side. So the food really tells you, when it's time to.
Does this take any longer on the grill than in the pan?
It depends on your grill. You know what I mean? It just depends on how hot you have it, etc. So that's pretty much it.
Good.
I'm also going to make a little bit of a baste. We talked a little bit earlier about the finish, finishing up with this.
What can I get you? Is there something I can help you with?
I have a little spoon here. This is good enough. We have a little bit of honey, a little bit of cayenne. I'm going to add a little bit of orange juice in here.
Oh, that sounds good.
And this is going to be like poured over the top of the chicken once it's done. So a little sweet, a little heat to kind of finish it off. I have also created a yogurt cilantro lime dressing to go with this as well. So, and that's really all it is. It's yogurt, lime juice, and cilantro. That's it. So it's up to you how you like it. How you, if you want more lime, you want more cilantro, you want more whatever. Completely up to you. So this is done. That's pretty much all it is. A little honey, a little cayenne, a little bit of citrus in there, and that's going to go over the top of this once this is finished.
Okay.
And we are almost done.
So what else would go along with this? Would you have a wine? Would you have an iced tea? What would you use?
Well, if it's
Lots of
summer,
stuff.
if it's summertime, I would probably just do like iced tea. Something. I make a mint. The sleepy time teas, like the herbal teas.
Absolutely.
I make regular tea. I put in herbal tea as an infusion.
Okay.
Nice over ice. Just something nice and refreshing. You can certainly go ahead and do wine if you want to, but if you're doing healthy stuff, you want a nice little glass of Pinot Grigio, that would go well with this.
Okay.
Completely up to the person having the dinner.
And the mint in the tea really would complement, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That would be really nice.
Yeah. Yep.
So, when are you inviting me over? No.
Right now. Right now. So we're going to let this cook for a few more minutes then.
Okay. All right. And why did you decide? Is this just your own deal? Something you just wanted to spruce this up a little bit by adding the 3 citrus?
Yes.
Like,
yeah. Because I like a lot of flavor, and it's just a lot more antioxidants in there, more flavor. The more flavor you can add without adding fat is really key. I'm a lemon person. I put it on everything.
Yeah. See, I like lime.
Okay.
And orange.
Right.
So, but this is really nice. That's really nice.
So I just, it gives a lot of flavor. It adds a little zap. I use it on salads and salmon and, you name it.
What kinds of foods or what kinds of things have we seen here that when we talk about antioxidants, amino acids, and all of those things? Different foods and spices actually help prevent different things, correct?
Sure.
Can you tell us a little bit about those?
I really don't want to address that because each person should consult their doctor.
Okay.
Everybody has their own studies and this, that, and the other. So I would consult your doctor, based on your own health at the time, because everyone's different.
All right.
But they say cinnamon's good for diabetes, and they say turmeric's good for cancer stuff.
Okay.
But I'm not going to address any of that simply because I'm not an expert on it.
But how about simply spices and vegetables that are high in some of the things that people are telling us, or physicians, that we should have, like lycopene and tomatoes?
Okay,
and
well,
there's
something called an ORAC level. Blueberries and berries are on the highest, and that means the ORAC level is something that it's the body's ability to absorb the nutrients, readily. The higher the ORAC level, which you can definitely Google on the internet, you want those. So you want the berries, you want the strawberries, anything that's bright like a rainbow. That's the type of stuff that you want to eat. In farmers markets, let me tell you, we just talked about honey and being local and how it helps allergies. The local honey bees do their thing, and if you have a teaspoon of it, every day, it helps with the allergies. Good stuff. Support your local farmers markets and definitely get all those colors in.
So there's lots more out there to think about than keeping your weight at a good level. Lots of other things you can do for yourself.
You can be a skinny person and still be, unhealthy on the inside. So get your numbers, get your cholesterol levels. I just recently had all that stuff done, and yeah, you really have to start with the base. Go to your doctor, get a full physical, get all your numbers, and then start from there.
Okay, one more break. We're going to come back, see this on the plate, maybe take a taste, and we're on our way. Please stay with us.
Make your life better by Degrees. Choose from over 100 academic and career programs at the area's lowest tuition. Achieve your career goals and reach your fullest potential at
Luzerne County Community College.
We are back on Cooking Classic. I'm Kathy Kozlett. This is Chef Kate Gabriel, and our dakini chicken is finished. What do you see this?
All right, so the last thing that we've done, we have the chicken that just finished, has a little bit, a little bit of sizzle on there, nice and hot. I've paired it up with a little bit of naan bread, which is, an Indian style bread. We have some rice, some long grain rice underneath as the bed, and we have the yogurt, lime, cilantro dressing right here.
This looks and smells so good. You really should give this one a try.
It is very, very healthy. So, I mean, if you want to do quinoa under there, you want to throw some vegetables on here. Summertime is the perfect time for this, but they have those indoor grills now, which I'm a big fan of. So, now, the last thing we're going to put on here is our honey, orange, cayenne dressing, just to give a little sweet, a little heat, and we are good to go. And let me tell you, this is some really healthy, good stuff. And if you want to throw a little bit of, more orange juice over top as just a little last, kiss goodnight, and there you go.
Yeah. Kate, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
This looks delicious. I hope you'll try it because it really looks good. And we hope you'll join us next time on Cooking Classic. See you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.